From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
All right, welcome into another edition of Up Close and Personal here on The Horse's Mouth, brought to you by my good friends at Goodfellas Cigar Lounge and Spirits right there on St. John's Bluff Road. We're talking real estate. My good friend, I haven't seen this guy in a while. His name's Ian Brown. He is the yield coach. And we're going to welcome him into the show right now. Ian, how are you, my man?
Tom, pleasure, man.
Good, it's been a while.
It's been some years.
You came in, you're like, do you remember me? I'm like, yeah, I remember. Then you said, I'm like, of course, because we worked on a couple deals together back in the day.
You were networking, putting me in touch with good players. And, I've been doing deals ever since. So
that's fantastic.
Appreciate you having me on the show.
Absolutely. Well, you're an attorney that's also a deal guy, which you guys aren't. Not every attorney is. A lot are, right? But
I'd say most are not,
right?
Because the law profession is so time consuming.
Sure.
So a lot of attorneys might take their money and give it to somebody like me or another agent to help it grow.
Right.
So I've kind of pivoted from doing legal, brokerage, and appraisal. Those are like my core competencies.
Okay. Yep.
And now I'm pretty much 100% investments.
Right.
Commercial and investment. So we do like multifamily. We'll do some hospitality, some short-term rentals, some land. But concentrate in Northeast Florida. We do have a larger project in Georgia.
Okay.
And just here to kind of grow the awareness, let people know they can consider us if they want an alternative investment, a commercial income investment.
So yield coach is more than just one thing, right? I mean, you have a capital, obviously yield coach capital, but you also have other information, right? Education and other things that go along that umbrella.
Yes, sir. About a year ago, we started our podcast. So we've had about 30 pretty heavy-hitting guests, some authors, some regional investors, and I try to pull as much information out of my guests as I can.
Yeah.
The episodes run about 30 to 60 minutes. It's a Yield Coach Show or Yield Coach Podcast.
Okay.
YouTube, Spotify, all that.
Yeah, cool.
And then I made about a 2-hour online course. It's called Employee to Entrepreneur.
All right.
Professionally did it.
Yeah.
We give it away sometimes. I'll run it super discounted. I'm not trying to necessarily make a bunch of money on the online course. I'd rather just have people gain information and awareness.
Yeah, sure.
A little bit about myself, attorney, broker, appraiser, that really meant a lot of education and a lot of debt.
Yeah, right.
So,
right.
Like 3 years into being an attorney, doing title and escrow and commercial brokerage, I was paying my bills, but my net worth actually went down about $50,000. And anyone with high student loans understands this. Your minimum interest, if you don't make the minimum interest payments, it just goes on to your principal. So after 3 years, they had gone up like $16,000 a year. For 3 years, I was close to $50,000. And I was like, you know what? I've been working pretty hard, and I'm worth $50,000 less than I was 3 years ago.
Right.
So that was kind of my aha moment. I've got to do something. And the something that I did was start to invest like I did for my clients.
Yeah.
So I started to treat myself like, what would my clients do?
Yeah.
Okay. And so I started to look for the same kind of properties, the same kind of returns, and I became a student. And then eventually part of it is just grit. I decided to go for it.
Yeah.
And we did mostly multifamily in Jacksonville. But
land for the multifamily, or they were already existing, or what?
Mostly existing C-class value-add multifamily.
Yeah.
I know it's kind of a bread and butter. Learned about.
Hey, that's a tough one to manage.
It is.
It is.
And I learned quickly. I managed about 39, got to about 40 C-class units in Jacksonville.
Wow.
Managing myself.
Wow.
While doing a title and escrow and some niche brokerage, and I was like, oh my God. Learned a little bit more about teams. Got a good manager.
Okay.
And,
cool.
Some lessons learned.
All right. So Yield Coach Capital, is that a fund? Like, do you raise money for a fund and then go out and make investments? What is that?
So as of right now, we're looking to raise money on a deal-by-deal basis, so more like a syndication. We could have a fund next year where we build the fund and we can buy more properties at once. But for now, it's kind of an a la carte, one-off syndication type raise.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you have a project, you're out there looking for capital.
Right. So we're always looking for deals and money. So if you're watching this right now, you have a commercial or investment real estate deal, ideally off market, let us know. We can underwrite quickly. We can write offers.
Nice.
And then when we find a deal, that opens up to Yield Coach Capital. We know who our lender is going to be. And then let's say the equity is $1 million. Well, we start working through our network.
Okay.
You want in, here's the terms, we'll probably do $25,000 to $50,000 minimums, depends on the deal.
Yep.
And we put it together, and a passive investor is truly passive, truly hands-off.
LP.
true LP status.
Yep.
So you're not signing any personal guarantees.
Sure.
And we have a good track record. I've personally been in and out of about 10 deals. They've all done really well.
Cool.
Never done less than a 3 multiple on the equity. So,
okay, cool.
It's a tougher time right now, but I think that actually going into next year, it's going to be buying season.
How about as we wrap up too, and I want to get people where to find you, but debt involved in those acquisitions?
So ideally, debt, and it might come in the form of seller financing with some of these guys.
Sure.
But also,
Holding
there are
notes.
still banks lending, especially in multifamily.
Sure.
So debt and then structuring the equity with Yield Coach Capital.
Because you can get 50, 40% maybe on those kind of things.
Yeah, an existing multifamily deal, you can probably still get
It's 70.
in Jacksonville.
Yeah,
If it's 90% occupied.
Yeah, I still dabble in the game.
Yeah, I can tell. You know the
dabble
word,
a little
yeah.
bit. Yeah, we're going to talk offline for sure. All right, how can people find you, Ian?
So my website is yield-coach.com. So Yield Coach is the brand, yield-coach.com.
Okay.
Someone already stole yieldcoach.com. So
Did they?
We're yield-coach.com.
All right.
We're active on social media, still under Yield Coach. Put a lot of free stuff out. And
Cool.
the podcast is the Yield Coach Show.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Great to have you on the show, Ian.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Definitely.
family good?
Family's
2
great.
little kids, right? Three children, right?
2
Yeah,
little
that's
ones,
right.
1 high school, and keeping me more than busy.
That's great, man. You're Jag fan, I know.
Jag fan, FSU fan, and nice to see them winning some games.
Yeah, FSU having a good year.
Better
Cool,
than
man.
they've been.
That's right. Cheers, brother.
Cheers.
Congratulations and all the best. All right. Hey, love meeting new people. Well, not new people. He's an old friend of mine, but anybody that wants to come on this show and talk about what they're doing out there, you are welcome right here at Tommy Mac. So until next time, stay safe and be cool out there. And we'll see you right here on the Horse's Mouth. Cheers.